The auction room was quiet. Rows of metal chairs sat half empty while a few buyers flipped through papers, looking for vehicles or equipment they could take home cheaply. No one cared about the final item on the list: a retired police dog. Old, aggressive, unpredictable. The note beside his name warned that the dog could no longer work and had already been rejected by several handlers. Most people believed he was simply too broken to trust. When the kennel door opened, a large German shepherd stepped forward slowly. Scars marked his fur, and his tired eyes showed the weight of years spent on dangerous missions. People glanced at him once, then looked away. But in the back of the room, one officer kept watching. Officer Daniel Carter studied the dog carefully. What he saw wasn't anger. It wasn't dangerous. It was something else. Loyalty that had nowhere left to go. When the auctioneer announced the starting bid, the room stayed silent. No one wanted the dog. Then Daniel calmly raised his hand. $10. A few people chuckled. No one tried to outbid him. Within seconds, the retired police dog was sold for less than the price of lunch. But the people in that room didn't realize something important. That dog's story wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning. The dog's name was Rex. For 7 years, Rex had served as one of the most reliable canine officers in the department. He helped track suspects, locate missing people, and assist in dozens of dangerous operations. Officers once called him one of the best. But time changes every hero. During a violent arrest, Rex jumped between his handler and an armed suspect. The handler survived. Rex was badly injured. Although he recovered enough to walk and move normally, the injury affected his balance and endurance. The department decided he could no longer serve in active duty. Normally, retired police dogs are adopted immediately by their handlers, but Rex's partner had been transferred overseas and could not take him. Other officers visited the kennel. They saw the scars, the intense stare, the aging body, and one by one, they walked away. Months passed. The kennel became Rex's entire world. Until the day Officer Daniel Carter walked in and bought him for $10. When Daniel approached the kennel, the staff watched nervously. They expected Rex to growl or snap as he had with others. Instead, the dog stood still, watching, studying the officer, calmly. When the kennel door opened, Rex stepped forward slowly. For the first time in months, the retired canine walked out without resistance. Daniel didn't take Rex back to the station. Instead, he drove him to a quiet house outside the city. Tall trees lined the street, and the neighborhood felt peaceful. Rex stepped out of the vehicle cautiously. The outside world was different from the kennel. New smells, new sounds, new freedom. Inside the house, Daniel placed a soft bed near the living room window. Rex inspected the room carefully before lying down. For a long time, he stared at the door, as if expecting someone to send him back. But no one did. Days passed. Daniel gave Rex time to adjust. Short walks, quiet evenings, a peaceful yard to explore. Slowly, the tension in Rex's body began to fade. For the first time in a long time, he wasn't just a working dog. He was part of a home. But deep inside, the old instincts never disappeared. Rex was still watching, still listening, still waiting for something. Several weeks later, on a cold evening, Daniel sat in his living room reviewing paperwork.
The house was quiet. Suddenly, Rex lifted his head. His ears stood upright. His entire body stiffened. Daniel looked up. "What is it, boy?" The dog moved toward the front door slowly, alert, focused, exactly like a trained police canine during the mission. Daniel opened the door. Rex stepped outside and sniffed the air. Something was wrong. Moments later, distant shouting echoed down the street. Neighbors were running outside their homes. A young girl who had been playing in her yard had suddenly disappeared. Panic spread quickly. Police cars began arriving within minutes. When Daniel heard the news, he understood why Rex had reacted. The retired canine had sensed something before anyone else, and suddenly the $10 dog was about to prove something important. His instincts were still alive. As officers organized the search, Daniel knelt beside Rex. "Find her." The command was simple, but Rex understood it instantly. The dog lowered his nose to the ground and began moving through the neighborhood. Slow at first, then faster. Search teams followed closely as Rex tracked a faint scent across sidewalks, yards, and narrow paths between houses. Minutes passed, then nearly an hour. Finally, Rex stopped near a wooded area behind several homes. Suddenly, he began barking loudly, digging near a pile of fallen branches. Officers rushed forward. Under the debris, they found a small hidden ditch, and inside it, the missing girl. She had fallen and become trapped beneath broken branches, frightened, injured, but alive. As rescuers lifted her out, the search team stood in stunned silence. The dog no one wanted had just saved a life. News crews arrived soon after. Within hours, the story spread across the city. A retired police dog sold for $10 had just rescued a missing child. Experts later explained that many retired canine officers still possess incredible instincts. They simply need the chance to use them. Daniel didn't feel surprised. He had seen the truth the moment Rex walked out of that kennel. The dog had never lost his purpose. He had only been waiting for someone to believe in him again. And now the entire world could see what one forgotten dog was capable of. Some heroes wear uniforms, some walk on four legs, and sometimes the ones people give up on are the ones who end up saving someone's life. Before you go, if this story touched your heart, take a moment to support the channel. Like the video. Subscribe for more real hero stories. Share this with someone who loves dogs, and tell us in the comments, would you have adopted Rex? Because sometimes the heroes nobody wants are the ones the world needs the most.